Hello. And welcome everyone. My name is Spenna's son and I will be hosting this webinar. Thank you for joining Royal Cyber's Effective Decision Making webinar. We will be starting the session momentarily. For those who have joined using GoToMeeting software, they can submit their question anytime during the session by using chat option on the right side of their screen. For those who are calling in can mail their question on info@royalcyber.com with digital analytics in the subject. We will try to answer all questions at the end of the session. In case a question requires more detailed answer, you will be responded by an email. In this webinar we are going to show you how Royal Cyber's digital analytics services can help you understand and dramatically improve your website performance. Up till now, Real Web Analytics has only been available to those with keen IT skills, but here we are going to show you Web Analytics with intuitive reporting, where you will need very little IT skills to get things going. We will start with a small intro of what Web and Digital Analytics is all about. Thereon we will talk about importance of visitor retention and maximizing conversions. Further, we will talk about importance of data and patterns, and how to be more proactive in understanding these patterns, how slicing and dicing in reporting can help us see important aspects, which we might have been missing so far. We will also be analyzing critical findings, learning how insights can help us answer important questions, and finally we will wrap up with the QA session. Today's presentation will be given by Mr. Zulfikar Memon. Mr. Memon is our Senior Manager for Digital Analytics and Optimization and Technical Team Lead for Implementations. He has more than 7 years of experience in project management, digital analytics and web development. Now without any further delay I will ask Mr. Memon to start with his presentation. Over to you, Mr. Memon.
Thanks, Spenta. I really appreciate that. I'm delighted to join this webinar today. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with a brief definition of what is web and digital analytics, and let us see what is it all about. Web analytics is the study of online visitor behavior in order to improve it, while digital analytics is the use of metrics to gauge the performance of companies' digital marketing efforts, with the end goal of optimizing those efforts to reach desired business goals. The goal of digital analytics is not just to collect data, but rather we collect the raw data and organize it in such a way that we can use it for something actionable, something that has importance and meaning to us. From a business perspective, we need to be able to answer all the questions that are fundamental to effectively market and grow our businesses. In this webinar, we are going to focus mainly on the aspects that can help you to understand various processes that your visitors experience on your online channels in order to optimize them so that you can generate maximum revenue. This traditional funnel diagram, published back in 2000, was a great visualization that could help quickly determine roadblocks, bottlenecks that customer encounters, and that perfectly made sense back then. Through this funnel, one could easily figure out their marketing expenses, how visitors are being acquired, if the persuasion is working well, and is this letting them to convert or not. Now you see that this is good, but only limited to acquisition, persuasion, conversion, and some other phases. This too gives us a bird's view, but business insights are not limited to these phases only. Today we need much more than this basic reporting. Today, businesses have more competition than they used to have a few years ago. We have multiple platforms from where our visitors are coming from. They are discussing us through social media. So we need to have a strong strategy to keep us standing in the market. And for that, we move to a new model. Let's see what this art of analysis and funnels are nowadays. Today, in the world of new analytics, we put data into funnel, apply some matrix to it, so that we can have it transformed into information. We make reports from it. As an external factor, we also see where do we stand in our industry by benchmarking ourselves. This new information helps us understand where we stand in the market. We also set threshold values so that we can find out what is happening on this level. At the very bottom of this funnel, we find actual insights. Our analytics solution tells us how that data is to be used. Good customer retention is vital for any organization because a slight reduction in the customer defection rate has disproportionately positively effect on profitability. Companies with high retention also grow faster. However, customers can only be retained if they are loyal and motivated to resist competitions. When customers are merely satisfied with our services that they receive, they may still walk with us. Now let us see what different management and advisory groups are saying about customer retention. Let's go through them. Bain & Co., which is one of the biggest customer advisory group, says that only a 5% increase in customer retention can increase a company's profitability up to 75%. While Gartner, in their statistics, says that 80% of your company's future will be based on the revenue that is collected from only 20% of your existing customers. While Lay Resource, in their stats, come up with that attracting new customers can be 5 times more expensive than your current customers. So we see why customer retention is so important to us. Customer retention can be achieved through various strategies. In business context, we study that buyer is always right and they want to be considered special. Let us treat them special. Send them mails, promotions, offerings, thank you cards. In other words, all different types of e-marketing that can be used. Let's see where our customers are primarily located on the internet. Isn't it social media? So let us interact and advertise with them over there. Let us reward them occasionally for their loyalty to us. Send promotions to best buyers with special discounts. Cross-sell by advising them on their favorite items. Let us just do not take their orders for mere sales and growing our numbers. Let us be their online advisors. Let us have some loyalty point system in our systems. At Royal Cyber, we have developed a loyalty point system for website commerce, a module that can easily be integrated to the system. Up till now, we have just talked about the strategies and what part. It's time to get into some action now. In the next few slides, we will be discussing the solution, its interface, and some of the key available reports. We will be doing everything that will make us proactive. We will talk about what kind of dashboards we can have, what are future trends, how forecasting works, and how is reporting done. We will be focusing more on the reporting part as it is one of the primary objectives of today's webinar. Royal Cyber's team recommends and implements IBM Digital Analytics on e-commerce web portals to help you do business even more smarter. IBM Digital Marketing Optimization Suite brings in other products like IBM Marketing Center, IBM Product Recommendation, which can make any marketer's life easier. With IBM Digital Analytics, you will receive plenty of general and custom reports that will help you take smarter decisions. Let us now discuss a few reporting features that make IBM Digital Analytics stand above all other analytical solutions currently available in the market. CLICKSTREAM report is an open-ended path reporting for analysis of popular paths that visitors take on the website. It has great benefits. You can actually see the direct path that visitors navigate to, and after visiting a specified page, view top 5 paths taken by visitors, compare up to 3 CLICKSTREAM paths, observe various trends in visitor behavior to determine what paths are more successful and may lead to a conversion. If you're looking to generate one of the CLICKSTREAM reports, you have to log into your interface. Select the Report tab on the left pane and click Paths. Select CLICKSTREAMs. You can also refer to this screenshot available here. Once you click on the CLICKSTREAMs report, another window opens, small window. You can actually select if you want to view previously made CLICKSTREAM report, or otherwise you can click on the Create New button, Create New Report button on the next window. If you choose to do exactly this, what we have discussed in this slide, you'll have to manually select the page you want to add reporting for. There's another method which is recommended, discussed in next slide. If you could go and view the search result page or some category pages or a complete listing of pages, you will find that there's a click over the down arrow that shows right beside the page name, and once you do that, you have an option to create a CLICKSTREAM report. That is a more appropriate and recommended method that we use and advise to our clients. If you are using the direct path of selecting your pages by default, you will be viewing this screen. This screen shows you different options, like there's a checkbox of saying show recent pages. You can uncheck this checkbox so that more pages will be shown to you. You can select an appropriate page from that. You also have a criteria selection text box. In this section, if you want, you can search for a page that is you specifically looking for. Finally, from the list of options that you have for pages, you can select one of them and click Next. In the next window, you will find 2 options of how traffic is coming or going from this page. You have 2 options: leave this page and arrive this page. So once you select a traffic, this will and provide a report name, you can select the date range from which you want to generate this report. You can also select a profile segment, which can help you further segmentize your data, and you can then run the report. Let's talk a little about leaves and arrives situation. There will be 2 different separate CLICKSTREAM reports for looking into both ways. The leaves the page report will generate a list of the visitors that navigated towards this to this page, and of all those visitors, which pages are they going to. And arrive on the page report will generate a list of that pages that visitors use to reach to this page. So this is pretty good. If you are looking into both directions, you will have to make 2 separate reports for that. Finally, let's have a look at this report that it generates. You see, you have a funnel, and which exactly shows how many pages, how many people reached that page, that particular page you were looking for, and then how they departed from it. Similarly, you could have also seen something like, what was the destination page that you were looking for, and then how many people actually came from different paths to that page. In this report, you have a few different options that you can select. First of all, let's talk about these 3 buttons or links that are available here. The first one fits the screen to a default size so that you can view everything in common. Of course, sometimes you have to change the size, so you can change the size from this slider, which will enlarge and shrink the image. If you click on that 5 button, it will select top 5 paths that user took. And in case you want to restore the screen to the default sizes, you can just press this last button and it will restore this original size. There are some other options too. Like if you want to print this report, you can just click over here and the page will be printed. You can also email this report, and you can also download this report. Right. The downloads can be in Excel format, the latest Excel format, that is 2007 and above, and CSV format. Finally, I would like to mention here that you can also compare certain funnels. You see there is option of checkboxes here. On each level, a level is defined as a page that falls into one of these categories. The first level, this would be the second level, the third level, and the fourth level. So if you want to compare any of more than 2 filters here, pages here, you can easily compare them, and then click over compare funnel icon right here, and it will compare these two or more pages. Let's see some use cases for CLICKSTREAM report. CLICKSTREAM can actually help you analyze top paths for a website. It can help you track landing page performance. Improving on-site search is one of the key designs that you can use CLICKSTREAM report for. It will help you investigate path and site abandonment for specific pages. Like if a user comes and exits from a specific place, the specific page, it will be shown at this slide as an exit page. Finally, you can also track activity of users to personalize your home page. Let's now dive deep into with TruePath reporting. TruePath, it is a closed-ended path report that is used to analyze behavior over a user-defined path within a website. Now, if I compare these 2 reports, the TruePath and the CLICKSTREAM, you'll find that CLICKSTREAM actually, you enter the destination or arrival page, and it figures out how many people actually left that page or arrive on that page using multiple different navigational suites, or what were the name of the pages that were used for coming onto the page or leaving that page. The TruePath reporting is actually, as the name suggests, it's a true path. So actually what we do is we intentionally make a few paths that we believe are the best path to reach certain goal that we define, and actually how users are doing it. Like if I set a 3 path destination, like page A, a user will go to page A, then go to page B, then go to page C, and then I try to analyze whether this path is used by many people, or they are using X and Y and then coming to C, or they're using X and B and then coming to C. So this kind of reporting actually tells us how effective is the routes that we are defining, how effective are them. There are many benefits associated with this kind of reporting as well. This reporting provides us flexible reporting on optional steps that are required. As I mentioned, as this report provides you to set up optional steps as well. It gives you ability to process data up to 90 days in historically. So you can actually see 3 months of data, how actually the on the day one, if you just about to make the report, you can go back 90 days to see how people have been doing it in the last 3 months. So this is very good. Report process every day from moving forward. So until you stop it or you define a deadline, the report will be published every day. So it makes your life a little easier. You have multiple different criteria for a step, like whether a step is a required step, where step means actually the page itself, and whether the page is optional. It lets you analyze path completion and departure rate. Flexibility in specification of pages. So you can specify any number of pages, any number of times. Let's see how this report can be made. First of all, you will have to log into the analytics interface. Choose the report tab on the left pane, click paths, and then select true path funnel. Another way to actually make this a little easier for us is the plugin that IBM provides. The plugin actually integrates with Firefox browser or Internet Explorer if you choose to, and you will find as soon as you log into it, you will find there's a two-path builder option right in the middle. Once you click on it, you will see that you have an option to create a new true path or edit a previous one or start a new. Let's start with creating a new true path. The plugin provides a simple wizard which can easily guide you through the process, giving you choices at every step for required steps or optional steps. You'll find that you just have to enter a name for this step. This step is usually the name given to a page rather than the actual name. So in the second step, you have options to filter the page name, like if the page is, like as we said in this example, is main home page, so we exactly knew the name, or it has options like contains, it has other options as well. So that is the page ID, which has to be something. If you're using is like we did, the page has to be accurately spelled and accurately named. Then you have an option to make it a required step or an optional step. Once you are done with the page selection, you'll find something like this. It's the path layout. The path layout helps you see that what pages have been defined, and now we are ready to publish them in the path reporting. But remember, the last page that you enter must be a required page. So you can have optional steps in the middle, even on the top, but the ending part should be a required page. Even at this position, we can easily click over here and just after pressing the left click option, we can move the pages around. So this is actually very good, as it provides you drag and drop icon to select, and we can re-edit the page, view, and search for pages. So this is pretty good design that IBM provides us. Finally, we name it with a path name and command if you want to. Finally, we can set for back processing. As we said, it can go up to 90 days in historically. So, and you have the option to save it for a while and make it a pending report, or you can save and start reporting as soon as you're done with finish. So this is also good. Let's look at how this exact report comes up like. the funnel diagram is not exactly how you usually see the funnels, because it has certain optional steps. It tells you exactly how many people are going. Like if we go to the home page, we see we have a pretty good number of homepage users on the top here, but as soon as the people sign in, we see the number shrinks down. Now why it's shrinking? Because not everybody is signing in here. I'm sorry. So if it's a website commerce, or if it is any other e-commerce solution, we'll find that people generally don't log in on the very first screen. So this tells us the story like that. And as soon as there are other optional parameters, like whether after signing in a person actually went to order history or not, which is an optional step, we find that only 2.26% people are actually going on to that step. The next step, we check for invoices if we have customers. So we had customers who actually reordering their older invoices. So we wanted to look how people are doing it. So we figured out only 0.41% of users are actually doing it. Finally, the shopping cart. You see how the funnel increases its size enormously, and find that 23.37% actually went to this cart. That is what exactly we want. And finally filling up the order shipping rate and order confirmation rate. So this is something which is very useful. And then we have here is a drop down which can tell you multiple options how you want to see, like session departing, or people who are departing from the session, or people who are coming into the session. So there are multiple reports that you can view and analyze them through this chart. Turning your insights into answers. Actionable insights can be defined as your business goals, defining your KPIs, transforming your data into information as much as you can. By this we mean we will be having actionable insights. Actionable insights are those that let you make smarter decisions. By smart we mean specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. With Royal Cyber Digital Analytics Services, at Royal Cyber, we understand the complete process of cross-selling. Not only do you cross-sell, but we also help you measure them. With the help of IBM product recommendations, we set up an environment which recommends products that were purchased during previous sales. So you and your staff don't have to spend much time in these activities and making suggestions for cross-sell. This will be done with your digital analytics. This will help you increase revenues, average order value, conversion rates, and customer engagement, and also improves the visitor ability to find product and explore catalog offerings. In addition to something similar like reporting, we will be looking into creation of segments and analyzing them. Segments, there are different types of segments, like report segments, which are applied to reports. But here we will talk about profile segment. A profile segment processes a series of reports, including options such as metric overview, top pages, top products, session details for top buyers and top segmented visitors. In order to create one, click on Demographics tab and select a profile segment. You can also refer to this picture. In report sections, we go into demographics and then select profile segments. Create a new segment by giving it a new name. Select a date range. You can also select a matching criteria date range. You must define a segment criteria. This process is very similar to defining filter or report segment criteria, which can be how many number of visits for users you want to segment. Like it could be exact number, or it could be between different numbers. You can also set it to gender specific or age specific, even if you have different details, we can also look into the pay scales that your visitors are following up. Finally, we select what kind of reports we are going to run in this segment. We have multiple options like profile metrics, top profile activity history, top first time visitor reference sources, top products, top pages. There's an also option to create a list of available email addresses for the customers in this segment. This is an absolutely wonderful target to retarget your customers. If you want to somehow divide and make a segment like people who purchase more than $300, I want to give them a monthly 10% rebate or maybe a 10% bonus kind of thing. So this is perfect for generating those kind of email listings and retarget your customers. Finally, you have to create a segment. The last part of this webinar today is analyzing critical findings and integrating intelligence with e-commerce. You see, IBM Digital Analytics has an integration provided for website commerce, but it also works well with other commerce solutions. There are many reports that can actually make understanding analytics much easier. The funnel reports that it provides gives deep insights and can produce some critical findings that can help you find many different missing links. Even in this report, we find out that how different two different scenarios are compared to each other. We have selected two different date range of 2 different months, and now we are trying to compare their funnel ratings so that we can figure out how many people actually have visited in the last few months, what was the conversion ratio, how many products they were viewing, whether they were adding to cart something or not, how many people were buying actually, and how many people were buying it more than 2 times. So this actually gives you a very, very good view of finding critical important information. With this, we end this webinar today, and let's see if we have any questions. Okay, we have a question here from Tony. He wants to know which product we are using. Okay, we are using IBM Digital Analytics for this demo webinar, actually. Okay, Tony is also asking if we have used any other product in this webinar. Well, we haven't used any other product, but we discussed how IBM product recommendations can help you achieve a better recommendation system for cross-selling your visitors. We also mentioned about Marketing Center. We will have hopefully entirely different webinar for Marketing Center, as it's another huge product that we are giving services for. Thank you everyone for attending today. I hope to see you. We will be sending and posting you the webinar link in a few days on YouTube and other social options that we have. And I hope you like the webinar. If you have any other questions, feel free to email to us at info@royalcyber.com. Also, please include digital analytics in the subject line so that we can easily filter you out. Have a great day. Thank you.